The pillars supporting the building had to be jacked up and stabilized. They also added rebar to make the slab last longer. Last year, 36 tractor-trailer accidents took place in Vermont, 12 of which were fatal. 91% of those accidents took place in rural areas like Concord and Danville. Although Fenby says equipment violations are very serious, logbook violations are just as important. According to Fenby, nearly 20 to 30% of the total traffic along Route 2 in Vermont are tractor-trailer trucks. Within the next month, that number is expected to increase due to easier travel conditions and higher construction rates. State police suspect foul play in all the cases, but don't believe they're connected in any way. Once the electronic waste is processed through the district, it's then taken to this trailer. From here, it's then loaded, then shipped off to Middlebury. It takes around 40 gallons of sap from one of these maple trees to produce 1 gallon of maple syrup. In 2010, Vermont produced nearly 900,000 gallons of syrup, which takes about 3.5 million gallons of sap. Other places, such as across state lines. Stay tuned tomorrow for part 2 of our Tracking Trailer series, where we'll examine what no interstate between Vermont and Maine is having on truckers.
Watching them spray water into the window that I used to look out when I was a little kid is pretty traumatic.
The Smith family watched as their home went up in flames.
They live here, of course, with their 3 children, who their other adopted children that are going to be completely devastated.
The 3 children, aged 2, 7, and 8, were all at school when the fire sparked.
The youngest one already made a comment about, what about all my new dance clothes?
Fire crews suspect that the fire was sparked as a result of electrical problems in the kitchen.
There was no saving the building when we got here anyway, so just didn't want to get anybody hurt.
All afternoon, fire engines continued to fill portable tanks until they were able to run a hose pumping water directly from Miles Pond.
It takes a lot of water.
Although the smoke is cleared here at the Smith residence, it's only just the beginning. Insurance companies declined to provide them coverage because they had no foundation underneath their house. So for the Smiths, it was a total loss. In Concord, Evan Coughlin, News 7. The Norwich Silent Drill Team did its part in celebration of welcoming home local soldiers. The idea formed the Senior Capstone Project for St. Johnsbury Academy senior Chelsea Toney.
Originally, she wanted to do this for the whole state of Vermont.
I expected to maybe raise $1,000, and then I got to 2, then I got to 6, and then I got to 12. So it was amazing.
$2,000 went to pay for the event, and the remaining $10,000 was given to the Vermont National Guard Charitable Foundation.
I wanted to donate most of the money I raised to the Charitable Foundation, which helps out all the soldiers and families in Vermont.
Help with financial troubles such as a leaky roof, broken hot water heaters, or even financial assistance. Toney says her inspiration for the event came from St. Johnsbury native 2nd Lieutenant Joey Fortin, who was killed in combat operations in Iraq in August of 2009. A price that's always on the line whenever citizen soldiers answer the call of duty. Evan Coughlin, News 7, St. Johnsbury.
Please retrieve your arrows now.
Rick's Gun Shop is the only indoor archery facility within 2 hours of our area. The facility features both a regular bullseye range and digital range with a variety of different hunts.
It has 24 different scenarios you can go on. You can go on an African safari or just shoot monster bucks, or you can shoot squirrels, any kind of hunt you want to go on.
Rick's Gun Shop offers a league that over 140 members participate in every winter. 90 of the 140 league members use the digital system.
The archery shop has been here for about 19 years, but the range and the leagues have been going on since 1997.
The league uses an open system where there are no rules on equipment.
It's competitive with the group that's here.
6 of the league members compete in competitions all over New England, some that are even televised on ESPN. The Archery League is set to start up the first week of January. Evan Coughlin, News 7, East Burke. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Evan Coughlin. A Vermont game warden says that bears will soon be waking up from hibernation, and you should expect them to be a little grumpy. Although no complaints have been filed, many wardens around Vermont expect to receive some calls about bear sightings sometime soon. The Vermont Department of Fish and Wildlife regularly asks that people take down their bird feeders during the spring and summer seasons so that they do not attract bears to their property.
Type of day with the rain and everything, so enjoy the weekend.
Well, at least it's warming up a little bit. That's a good sign. Burke Mountain will close down for the ski season after this weekend. So far, the mountain has recorded over 200 inches of snowfall for the 2010-2011 season. But while the mountain may be closing for the ski season, it'll be open for downhill mountain biking. And we'll introduce you to someone who's been swimming strong since the days of FDR. Officials at Middlebury College have suspended the men and women's swim teams after several hazing incidents this winter. The college decided that a police investigation was not needed. College policy at Middlebury is based on whether the incident presents a risk of serious harm to students or involves a serious violation of the law. Thank you, Tim. That's all we have for tonight's broadcast. Visit us anytime at News 7 Newslink for your locals news, sports, and weather. On behalf of our entire news team, I'm Evan Coughlin. Have a great weekend. All the while,